The grand jury found no evidence of widespread voter fraud in Georgia that would have changed the outcome of the election. So does that finding now lay the legal foundation for indictments, perhaps against the former president or his associates? Constitutional attorney Andrew Lieb is back with us tonight to weigh in. Andrew, this report so far, is it damning, damaging? Is it a shrug?
Well, there's one thing for sure. It's damaging to at least one person because this grand jury, this special grand jury, said they believe that one or more of these witnesses, there were 75 witnesses, one or more of them committed perjury. And perjury is a penalty that can put your tushy in jail. It means lying under oath. And it says that they believe one or more of the people did this, and I wouldn't want to be that person today.
But, I mean, you think back to Mueller. How many people maybe misled authorities, and how many tushies are in jail?
It's a great question. And what we find is that it's not typical that they're prosecuting when you're dealing with a special counsel. We saw sometimes they did it, by the way, when we were dealing with the Congress. The Congress made referrals for contempt, and they did prosecute some people. But it's far different when you're looking at a criminal state grand jury. And I expect, based on this report, that this perjury that they're talking about, one of these 75 people at least is going to have a problem. And let's shift off of there to realize that forgetting the legality of it, just to get the record straight, we talk about Mueller and getting the record straight, it says that unanimous, all of these people, they all found that there was no election fraud that would have disturbed who the president is. And they confirmed that Joe Biden is the rightful president today.
Important context. So in the end, was the call that I need 12,000 more votes, you got to help me find him, was that the smoking gun here? Like, if we've already all heard the evidence, does that have an effect?
It's going to be very interesting. And unfortunately, this juicy read we read today didn't tell us yet. And that might be coming next. They're teeing us off for the next thing. It's like little teasers. We don't know if that's going to get enough. That's the real quintessential question. If Donald Trump himself, the former president, was going with that call, I need this, just give me this. We all knew what he meant, but he didn't actually say it. Is that enough to be criminal in Georgia? And we just don't know what the grand jury thought yet. But I will tell you that one of the things we often talk about on your show is when they question witnesses, are they trying to get information from the witness? And we always like to say that they know the answer before they ask the question. And I really want to emphasize the lesson here is the grand jury found one of you are lying because everyone else said what we knew the answer was before they asked the question. And you don't want to lie to a grand jury. This is going to be a big problem for someone.
In the end, Andrew, it's 2+ years out. A lot of people are saying, prosecutor, if you're going to do it, just do it. What is the holdup?
Well, I'm one of those people. If you're going to do it, just do it. I think part of the problem is that there's so many prosecutors. There's so much going on. If there was only one case you and I were talking about, just this Atlanta grand jury, if that's the only thing we're talking about, Fulton County, that would be one thing. But what about Mueller, as you brought up before? What about Jack Smith? What about Letitia James? What about the Manhattan DA, Alvin Bragg? We have so many different people, and that's why it's so exhausting to you and I to hear about this and say, why do we keep hearing about it? Why do we keep hearing about it? There was 2 impeachment trials. But I think if you look at each one individually, you'll see they're going through the process just as they should be.
Okay, so you just went through that whole laundry list. But I don't know how many articles I've seen come out over the last 2 years. Trump has this, this, and this. But the thing he really needs to worry about, it's in Georgia. Like, that's the biggie. Has it become a biggie?
It might become one. We just don't know yet because they've only given us 2 trinkets so far. Trinket number 1 is someone's clearly lying. One of these 75 people lied under oath, and they have lots of corroboration to show this person's lying. Trinket number 2 is they reassured that the election was proper. All these statements that Trump keeps making, hey, the election was fraud, there was this, I should be the president. They said unanimously that no fraud would have overturned the election. Now, that's not to say that Trump and his group, his orbit, whether we're talking about Giuliani or otherwise, weren't trying to influence the election and trying to commit fraud. They did not give us that information yet, and that's where the real juicy stuff could come in the future.
Andrew Lieb, sharp eye and analysis as always. Thank you.
Thank you so much.